Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another round of Battleship Brawlers. We have a bit of a team game. In the left-hand corner, we've got Taylor, Shattered Poet, and Ludog. There's a quick glance at their ships. In the right-hand corner, we have Wandering Astronaut, Nickel Smart, and Yugi 150. Yugi 150 definitely has an interesting ship here. Friendly fire is on, so I guess we'll see how many of these deck guns blow up. But he did bring a massive bunch of cannons, which I think he's going to bank most of his damage on. We saw Nickel Smart's contraption in one of our previous battles. It fared pretty well against its own friendly fire damage. We know that Taylor's does not do well against its own friendly fire damage. Oh, Shattered Poet bringing in a Rail Cruiser. And Rail Dog getting ready to fidget spinner his way to the win. The fidget spinner will guide you through to the W. Let's see. Oh, a little bit of lag, but you know, it doesn't look unbearable. We'll go with it. We'll go with it for now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a little bit of a break after this one. My brain is no longer functioning at the level that it should be. And I need to feed my nicotine addiction. Yeah, it's gotta happen, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sirree, Bob. Alright, it looks like Yugi... Yeah, he's gonna get... Looks like he might try to get on the side of Taylor over here. I think he knows that friendly fire is on. I think he's like, you know what, if I can get on his side here, he's gonna do a lot of damage to himself. Team 1 being pretty smart, except for Taylor, hiding behind this this asteroid here. Nickel Smart trying to come up and around this asteroid. Interesting play. We'll see how it pans out. Taylor's gonna try to rotate to match where Yugi is going. Nobody seems to know where he's going. Wandering Astronaut, I thought he was just hanging back, but I think he just doesn't have a whole lot of thrust to get out to where these people are at. Meanwhile, let's see how fast this bad boy tops out at. We got 105, 106, 108. Looks like it tops out at around 108 meters per second. That is quite speedy. Shattered Poet is going to go ahead and start taking some shots, but Yugi is coming in. He's barreling down on him. He's also blocking... Shattered Poet is also blocking Ludog's shots from getting through to hit Yugi. A little unfortunate. Yeah, it looks like it just was not meant to be for Shattered Poet, getting absolutely eviscerated by the sheer amount of cannons and deck guns on that bad boy. He has nothing but chunks of armor left floating around. Now it looks like it is up to Ludog and Yugi 150. I say that, but Nickel Smart is coming in for some support. Wait, didn't we see this in a previous game? Where Ludog got pinned between two deck gun ships? Yeah, I think we did. See something similar to that. Alright, yeah, it looks like Ludog is having trouble rotating as fast as he would like to rotate. And he is just getting barreled down upon by this Abomination battleship, which looks like it may be trying to pin him up against an asteroid at the current moment. Taylor just hanging out, pushing an asteroid towards them. I think he thinks if he can get this asteroid moving quick enough, he can just smash it into his opponents. Kind of like a projectile. Not a bad idea, but I don't know how well it's gonna pay off. Alright. there is some damage being done to the cannon boat by the rail fidget spinner. It is now able to fidget freely, and ooh, it lost another rail. It only has 3 rails left. That is significantly fewer than it started this battle with. All these ships just kind of, yeah, they seem to be just sitting here, shooting at each other. Unfortunate. Yeah, no, I think that is pretty close to the end for Ludog here. Ooh, there goes a cockpit. I wonder if he still has enough points to run this bad boy. It appears he does. Alright, Smart moving in. Trying to see if he can stop this bad boy from spinning, it looks like. He's gonna go ahead and push him. Play a little bit of bumper cars with him. Meanwhile, Wandering Astronaut finally making it to the battle. I think they might just outmaneuver him, to be completely honest. There goes one of the last remaining rails. There's only 2 left. I think this next round of deck gunfire, yep, is gonna start punching through to the core of this ship. That's Blue Dog pretty much gone. Taylor sneaking up from the back is gonna hit Yugi in the soft spot and cut his ship in half. Not really into like thirds. There's only 1/3 left. But that circle is closing in pretty quickly. Everybody's spent a lot of time hanging out over here. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it for Yugi. He is still able to operate this, I believe. Well, maybe not. Who knows? I guess we'll see in the very, very near future. In the meantime, it looks like Ludog is down for the count. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kick him just so the game runs a little bit faster. Yep, there we go. Game seems to be marginally quicker. Yugi, yeah, is still in the game, so I'll let him stay for now. Nah, he's down for the count. He's not even, he's just trying to push this asteroid out of the way. And he's stuck on it. Alright, we'll kick him. There we go. Game should run a little bit quicker now. It's just Smart, Taylor, and Wandering Astronaut left. Finally getting in range of all these missiles. Yeah, he's dealing a significant portion of damage with all those HE missiles. Ooh, there's a lot of damage creeping down. Ooh, he's losing deck guns left and right. Ooh, friendly fire on. I think even if it was off, you can still harm your teammates. And so the missiles coming in and hitting Smart here, not super ideal under any circumstance. Everybody's taking damage to the red circle of death. There we go. Taylor's now in a prime position to be hit by Wandering Astronaut here, and he is going to start getting hit. Oh man, a lot of thrust being lost. Ooh, and there goes a reactor on Taylor's ship. It's really hard to tell who's coming out on top here, but I would say since Wandering Astronaut really hasn't taken a whole lot of damage yet this game, he's probably going to be the last one standing, and yeah, he is. Team 2 takes the win. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and I will catch you in the next one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Battleship Brawlers. I don't know if you can hear my cat purring, hanging out on my lap, so me and the cat are casting this one today. Over here on the left, oh yeah, this is a bit of a different game. We've got Wandering Astronaut, as well as Zacidus? Yeah, I think that's how you say that. Zacidus? Cider Boy, that's what I'm calling him. Versus 3 AIs. Alright. Here's some AI that I've thrown in just to kind of see who's better. Cider Boy bring in a base game ship as well. Looks like it's got a bunch of nukes. Wandering Astronaut, got some deck guns, got some cannons, got some nukes, a little bit of everything, some flat guns, shielding. Fairly well-rounded ship. I guess we'll see how they stack up against these 3 base game ships. I've taken 1 Fringe, which I think is this one, 1 Cabal, and 1 Imperium ship. They're already gonna get up close and personal. The ion beams are firing. Ooh, look at that. There is a bunch of nukes going off. All ships still functioning. There's a lot of firepower. The spending limit is 5 million per team. I've split up. I've gotten as close to the 5 million limit as I can with these 3 ships. It's not perfect, but it is close. I'm not sure how far each player is. They've got 2.5 mil per player that they can spend. It looks like the AI really wants to take out Zacitus over here. Yeah, he's taken out 1 AI player so far. 2 more AIs coming in to try and take him out. Wandering Astronaut has doubled back and he's coming in for more. I like how this ship is not completely destroyed, but it's still firing. It's still managing to do damage even though it's been torn to pieces. It's quite amazing. It looks like Wandering Astronaut is going to come around from the back and, yeah, take out one of the ships. There's only, I guess, 1 1/4 ship remaining for the AIs. So I guess the players really are taking the win on this one. At least that's what it looks like so far. Minus the fact that he's lost a bunch of deck guns to friendly fire at the moment. Alright, yeah, it looks like Wandering Astronaut is starting to get into a position where he can deal some damage to the back of this AI. And Zacitus has like the perfectly built ship for this, where he's just going to be the tank. He's got armor all over the place. And he's got a bunch of these, man, I'm forgetting what these are called. Yeah, point defense systems. There we go. Yeah, and there we go. The AI player is down for the count. It looks like, yeah, it's going to be Team 1, the players have won. Alright. I think, yeah, the win condition is still set to 100% destruction, so these guys are going to have to chew through what's left of these guys. However small of an amount it is. It's going to take a little bit of time. There we go. And Team 1 takes the win. GG's, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we've proven that the players are better than the AI. Surprise, surprise. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another round of Battleship Brawlers. This one's a little interesting. There's a bit of lag due to one of the players. The spending cap for this round is $5 million. The ship cap is $5 million, and 5 ships are allowed. There is 1 player on Team 1. It is Wandering Astronaut, and there are 3 players on Team 2. Oranges, I'm not sure if he's new to the channel. I think he is. I'm bringing in, well, an interesting ship for sure. That is quite interesting. I'm wondering if that's meant to ram things and explode. That'd be interesting to see. Orange is also bringing in a railgun ship of sorts with a bunch of armor. I like it. Zacitus bringing in a multitude of different ships. Yeah. And One Eye bringing in this interesting ship. It looks like it's just, yeah, a few EMP tornadoes, and point defense. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Wandering Astronaut bringing in a bunch of deck cannons, all put together very closely, and also bringing in this bad boy, the Regulus. And the Echo Mini PvP. Alright, looks like a fairly well-rounded ship. It's got a whole bunch of different things. Let's see who comes out on top. It's gonna take a bit of time for everybody to get nice and close to each other. There is a bit of lag, but it's not too bad, so I'm not gonna kick Oranges. I don't think he's been in the games before, so I would feel bad. I'd feel bad kicking him. I'm not gonna do it yet. I'm feeling nice today. Some days I'm not feeling too nice. I start kicking people like crazy. Just depends on what kind of mood you catch me in. Unfortunately, that's just how the cookie crumbles. It looks like Wandering Astronaut is gonna try to take out One Eye and his missile launcher over here. I didn't even see the missiles at the back. That's gonna be interesting. Let's see. There is a whole heck of a lot of shielding right up there at the front. Doesn't look like he's taken much damage yet. Ooh, but he is starting to get, yeah, some punches straight to the front. This thing is almost like a crab. It just flies away sideways. Look at that. That's nuts. These EMP missiles are going to be big. Look at that. Yeah, it's going to take out that shielding and leave a pathway for the high explosive missiles to start drilling to the center. He's not even able to get close enough to deal damage with these deck guns because it just keeps running away. Not ideal. Wandering Astronaut sending his other two ships away, which may not be the move. You may want them to cut off this Eclipse and see if they can deal some damage, because it looks like there's not a whole lot of armor on this ship. You can probably take out a fair chunk of it with the smaller ships, using them as interceptors and such. Alright, let's see how much friendly fire happens when these deck guns go off. If I'd have known that this was going to be the ship he chose, oh, yeah, I probably would have given him a teammate. He seemed pretty confident going into this. Uh-oh. Yep, there we go. Friendly fire. Cored out his own ship. Sorry, man. Tis what it is. I guess that's pretty much it. We are, however, still waiting for these two ships to get into combat and gonna see what happens there. In the meantime, while we're watching them on the minimap slowly close in, yeah, it looks like Wandering Astronaut's just gonna take a bunch of damage. They're gonna slowly pick away at his ship, targeting each reactor until they're blown offline. Look at that. The carnage. It's like hard space shipbreakers. Look at that. I really wanted to see these things in action. I think they kind of would have been hilarious to watch. Oh! There they go. Look at that. It's almost like he knew I was watching it. I'm not live streaming, so there's no way he could have known, but I like it. He's like, I gotta go. Is this supposed to be like a minefield? Is that what this is? Oh, it takes out the cockpit on that one, so that one's now no longer moving. Alright, alright. I mean, these ships are small and maneuverable, so maybe. Oranges is just gonna chase him with this. It looks like Zacidus is coming up on this ship. It's got a lot of firepower compared to that little guy, so I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, yep, and it turned its back to him, and he hasn't taken a critical amount of damage yet. Oh man, look at that. The mini PvP ship actually takes out Oranges. Just absolutely murks him. Punching way above its weight class. I was not expecting that. Yeah, that ship got blown up. It looks like, yeah, Wandering Astronaut's last ship is this one. Ooh, missiles though. Slowly eating it away, and Team 2 takes the win. A little bit of an unfair match. Yeah, we'll balance it. We'll balance it. Don't worry. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I'll catch you in the next one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I think this is going to be another one of our weight classes. Not entirely sure. Haven't really decided on it yet. but this is the 2.5 mil weight class. I would like to have at least one or two weight classes above the 1.5 mil mark, just because 1.5 mil seems to be a little bit restricting. Definitely not on people's internet connections, but you know, as far as building capacity goes. On Team 1, we have Wandering Astronaut and Yugi 150. On Team 2, we have Zacitus, One Eye, and Oranges. There's 5 ships allowed. Each player has 2.5 mil to play around with, and, you know, bring up their dream team of ships that they want to battle with. Yugi coming in with, I think, a ship we've seen before, deck cannons and cannons galore. I believe there were more deck cannons on this last time, though. I think he might have changed it a little bit. Also bringing in some rails with some shielding at the front. I like it. The Zacitus, getting a conglomeration of ion ships are ready to go, as well as just a, you know, nice little general purpose ship. It looks like they're gonna clash here in the center while Wandering Astronaut tries to get up around here and take care of Oranges. Yugi, yeah, is going straight for One Eye. He's gonna try and take out that missile boat first thing, which is fairly smart. We've got rail shots coming in, dealing some damage to Zacitus, who's trying to send some ships in to help save his buddy, but he gets hit. Oh, it looks like Yugi managed to split this ship in half. Not sure if the ship was meant to do that. Alright, meanwhile, we have Wandering Astronaut bringing in, is this a base game ship? I don't know. Honestly, not sure. But he's going up head-to-head against Oranges. He's going to start dealing some damage. And yeah, that ship, I don't think it stood a chance, to be completely honest. Meanwhile, these two little ships still running around, still dealing damage, being just as maneuverable as they were before. And there's a lot going on here. It's really hard to keep track of. These rail kites running away at full speed, dealing as much damage as they can to One Eye and Zacitus. We'll check back in with them later. Let's see where these battles are going. Really hard to tell who's winning this. Yugi's trying to chase down these very fast and maneuverable missile boats. Yeah, and they're just managing to dodge most things. Ooh, there was an explosion on board. Not exactly sure how it happened. Probably friendly fire, to be completely honest. Let's see what's happening over here. Meanwhile, Wandering Astronaut has brought in reinforcements from the rear. He's lost one of his ships, but let's see if he can deal some damage from the back. Maybe take out these ships from the rear. It looks like they had nukes. He probably took a nuke to the face. Yeah, that's probably what ended up happening. Ooh, there's a nuke. It's ready to launch. I wonder if it's set to fire at will. It is, but I don't think it's firing where he wants it to. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and take out the remains of that ship. Not ideal. In the meantime, One Eye also getting hit by this guy. One of Orange's ships is out here in the middle of nowhere, getting picked on by Yugi. Yugi running around with his, I don't know, cannon block? I don't know what to call that. Cannon ram? Oh. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna go ahead and take Orange's ship down for the count. Meanwhile, the rail kites have managed to kite themselves out into the red zone. Zacitus is running away, but he's getting blown up as he does so. Let's see if his last ship gets absolutely eviscerated. I have a strong feeling that it will. However, Yugi is taking damage out here in the red zone, and he may not want to do that. May not be great. Yugi's also taking a bunch of damage on his main ship, which is now cut in half. Ooh, not cut in half. Hanging on by a thread. Alright. One Eye still running around with his half of his missile boat, still launching missiles out of it. Pretty amazing stuff. Yugi lost half of his ship. Looks like he's a little bit more unmaneuverable now. He's getting stuck out there. Meanwhile, let's go check out the battle over here. Oh, I missed... Oh, my leg. I missed a good chunk of the battle, it looks like. It looks like Wandering Astronaut has taken a significant amount of damage to the rear of his ship. And I think he's immobile. Yeah, he appears to be immobile. So One Eye has gotten around the back of him and is just slowly tearing him apart, except he's now opened up a way for him to be damaged. Oh, it's alright. It's getting slowly torn apart. Meanwhile, Wandering Astronaut's coming in from the back with one of his Echo Mini PvP ships. He's going to see if he can take out One Eye's fighter here, which is rotating to engage. Oh, look at that. The kites from Yugi, the rail kites, are back, and they're ready to brawl. I almost feel like you could make these longer. I don't know. They're doing pretty well. Alright. He's lost the rail on this ship. I don't think there's a whole lot of firepower left. There are a few cannons. Let's see who else is where. Ooh, Yugi's other ship looks like it is down for the count, left behind. Shattered Eclipse, gone. Shattered Eclipse also gone. That was an interesting ship. Ooh, these ships are going to start taking damage from the red zone again. They're kiting out into it. Not super ideal. I think he realizes that. Yeah, One Eye, I think, has stopped thrust going that direction. Oh, Orange still has a ship in here, a little nuke launcher. With one little point defense thing. Nice. Ooh. Yeah, that one got blown up. Ooh, was that a nuke? That looks like a nuke. Nuke landing on One Eye. These rail fans out here, or not rail fans. These rail kites. I think they're gonna die to the red zone. Because every time he targets something, I think the default battle distance kind of engages and then has them run away. But it looks like One Eye is going to try to get up to one at least and deal some damage. He takes out both rails on that one ship, leaving it essentially useless, and blows up the entire front half. That ship is neutered. Meanwhile, Yugi still has one more rail ship up here. It is slowly dying. Yep, and there goes the rails. Now the ship is pretty much neutralized at this point. Let's see who else is still on the map. Wandering Astronaut. Yep, still technically a ship. It's got a cockpit, it's got a thruster, and it's got a reactor. And some armor and shielding, and a fair amount of armor and shielding at that. Let's see if he can pull a win out with this. I highly doubt it, but, you know, anything's possible. Yeah, it's looking like Team 2, even though they took a bunch of damage, are gonna pull the win out of this. The red circle has closed. It's basically sudden death at this point. Oh, and I think Wandering Astronaut might have hit the self-destruct button. Yeah, that appears to be the case. And there we go. Team 2 takes the win. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next one.